Welcome to the very first Dating Masterminds podcast. Between me, Dan, Badboy, and my good partner in crime, colleague, one of the greatest dating masterminds I discovered, Mr. Mercy. Please, Mercy, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Mercy. I hope you hear me pretty well right now. I'm a student of Badboy for a long time. I've learned from Badboy 10 years ago, and this is how we developed our relationship. What happened is that I opened a company in Israel, a dating company in Israel, after learning a lot from Badboy, and I developed my own style in dating and my own understanding in dating, and now we are the leading company in Israel. Whoever knows the country knows the country. And I have coaches under me, and now we are spreading the word and the love in the dating masterminds to the whole world, and training new coaches and actually bringing the change that Badboy used to bring to the world alone. Now we're going to do it together in the best way possible. Hi.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful, thank Mercy, I'm so grateful that I finally have someone on the level for our conversations. I really hope we recorded some of our conversations like before, because they were really like, masterminds, things. So now we're going to have a chance to bring it to the audience, all our knowledge, not all, but what we can share on this kind of media channels, because we really don't want to get banned. So some things should really stay behind the screen. So today I would love to talk, and that's kind of the first essential thing, what basically being a man and basically being successful with girls in dating and seduction, what it is all about is attraction, controlling level of attraction. How much does a girl likes you? What's your take on that?
Actually, I think that there are some myths about attraction, and there are some things about attraction that people don't really understand. And this is what we're going to dive into in this episode. What I think about attraction generally as a tool in dating is that if you can't even create attraction, if you can't even generate attraction, if you walk in the world and women are not attracted to you, which sounds to some people crazy, like how would they be attracted to you just like this? This is what's supposed to be, okay? This is like the natural state that they would be attracted to. If that's not where you are right now, then there is something, I wouldn't say wrong, because you don't need to feel bad about this, okay? It's just something that you need to change, because this is the way of living, this is the natural order of stuff that women will be attracted to you as a man. And I think attraction is one of the most basic stuff in dating before we even start going into deeper stuff like inside the relationships, like social dynamics and strategies, like a lot of stuff that we are teaching and that we will teach here on the YouTube and podcast and everything. Yeah, and that's so correct. I would say that 90% of problems in dating, more than actually 90%, like everything, your girl flaking you, you're falling into the friend zone, she's not replying, not coming on a date, it's all about lack of attraction. Girl doesn't like you. And I would say, this principle, this core principle of attraction is more than just in dating men and women. Like, you want to buy a car. You're not going to buy a car that you don't like. You're not going to buy shoes that you don't like. It's attraction. You're not going to rent an apartment or buy a house, if you don't like it. So, of course, and basically in everything, in all sales, in all aspects of the life, attraction is there. And someone is trying to generate attraction in you in order for you to sell you something or for you to buy something. To make it more appealing. Like, for example, you go to any female shop, like, Zara, they have mirrors. They're kind of, making them look like, thinner and more attractive in the clothes, like, more slimmer. They found their way how to create attraction. Wow, this dress looks so amazing on me. You go on a street, it looks like a shit, But on the mirror there in a shop, it looked amazing, So I would say attraction
And you being a man, you need to understand and make it aware that it is possible that you can control how much someone can like you. Because if you just approach a girl, you just talk with her, you will end up in a friend zone. There's no attraction. Of course, you don't want, she's not into you. So that's the whole purpose of communication and mastering conversation. So basically you feel confident that you can, that's what I do, approach any girl on a street, airplane, any logistics, but it doesn't matter where she is, and I know how to flip her to make her to like me. And I think this is essential thing in dating. This is ground zero, basement, really foundations of dating. And all the problems that you have later on comes from this. She doesn't like you. Then she's not replying, she's ghosting you, she's not showing up on a date, she doesn't want to kiss you, she doesn't want to enter a relationship with you. Of course, because she doesn't like you as a man. Make sense?
Yeah. Actually, you said that attraction is something that you don't only feel to women, you also feel to things that you want to buy. Guys, people create attraction to you even for ideas, all right? So let's go a little bit for politics. A politician, if he wants you to elect him, he makes you like the idea. He takes a lot of things that you like in a certain idea that he's representing, and then this is how he buys you, okay? So it's exactly like this in every decision making of human being. It's not just buying or dating. Every decision that you make in your life is based on attraction, okay? And this actually opens the topic of what is attraction, because people are like attraction, yeah, but what is attraction? But before we go into what is attraction, I think we should a little bit speak about specific problems and issues that guys that can't create attraction are having, and they don't even understand, they see that they have communication with women and they don't understand why it doesn't work, because they lack attraction. You don't understand this is what they lack. So do you have a few issues up in your mind that guys have with it?
Yeah, I would say, in order for you to create first let me jump on your idea. Yes, ideas create attraction. And that's something that you should, when you're when you're conversing with a girl, she needs to create an idea in her mind. Wow, if I'm in a relationship with him, my life will be amazing. We're gonna travel together, we're gonna eat together, we're gonna have amazing sex. That's an idea as well. So that idea, wow, my life will be better with him, will move the relationship forward. So yes, ideas, concepts, they create attraction, but they need to be fine-tuned for the person. Each person has different needs and wishes. So I stand in seduction for attraction based on the needs, on her needs. Basically, I start from her. Okay, so it's for example, if you own a car shop, you're not gonna sell to all people who come into your shop the same car. You're gonna sell them based on their needs. Somebody needs a family car, somebody needs convertible, somebody needs sports car, somebody needs a pickup truck. You sell him what the person needs. Same thing with girls, and that's kind of the problem what lots of guys have. They just go there and they sell John. They're like, oh yeah, I'm John, I believe in this and that, and it's a hit and miss. Girl can like that guy or not like that guy. But if you give her the guy that she's dreaming about, if you give her a vision, and every guy can be that, that's kind of beauty of it, that every guy can become that. Just like pretty much every girl can, if she works enough, she can become good looking and sexy. It's all about the money and effort and energy, lose weight and get in a shape and be beautiful and sexy, buy good clothes, good energy, every girl can be beautiful and attractive. Same thing with a guy. Every guy can be attractive. It all comes down to the effort and who you're presenting. And that's kind of, I call this kind of avatar. We're going to speak later about it. It's, if you give her, I can approach a girl and present her insecure guy who doesn't know what he wants and he's all over the place, and she's not going to like me. She likes me because I present her, I give her what she wants to buy. Guy who is confident, dominant, interesting, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Sexual. So of course she's gonna buy that guy. She's gonna be attracted to that guy. So basically, I'm controlling image perception of who I am, and that I'm as well that as an introvert who is sitting at home and staring at the wall. But that guy is not attractive.
Yeah. So I would divide what you explained right now in a process of seduction into two different levels. The first level would be being this type of guy. So we're talking about the attractive guy. We'll speak later about what it means to be an attractive guy. But the first level is being this type of guy, which a lot of people understand. All right, they don't understand how to be. The how to is mostly what me and Dan disagree with most of the coaches out there. All right, we have a different how to do it, but you need to be that guy. This is for sure. And once you are that guy, it's also not enough. You can be that guy perfectly, but you can't convey it properly. All right, guys, and this is where the game comes in: the conveying of your attractiveness, of who you really are as an attractive person. Okay, and the most of the guys don't even know how to convey it. They do like a lot of stupid mistakes that, I mean, they find themselves dating girls that are way, way, way below their level because they know I developed this amazing guy, but I just can't convey it. They don't understand, like, it's like they don't see the guy that I am, and I can't play with it. So this is like the two processes you need to go through in seduction regarding attraction.
It's about two things. It's about having a product, designing, being a good product. And then it's separating product versus marketing. And I coach lots of guys. They came to me. They're amazing guys, well built, like, financially stable. They are there. They have, they are that guy. But when he approaches because of the social pressure, he starts shaking and he's nervous and he's not conveying who he truly is. Because it's a very high stress situation, nightclub, loud music, lots of girls, people pushing you. So, it's hard for him to be kind of confident and true himself in that new environment. So yes, you need to work on both ends, becoming that guy and knowing how to present it. But let me now go back to to really let's talk about really what attraction is, okay? Because whenever I ask guys what is attraction, my students always like, it's a push-pull, it's a cold reads, attraction is when you tease her. I mean, these are all tools. Okay, this is not attraction.
Yeah, but this is on the pickup side. There is also like the mainstream side of what is attraction, but we'll talk about it later. Yeah, I'll continue, please.
Yeah. So definition of attraction, the best one I came up with is attraction is a feeling in your body, those butterflies in your stomach, as the girls call it. Okay, feeling in your body that is triggered when something happens. It's triggered when you're internally. Your wish list, let's say you have a wish list of your ideal car or ideal girl, okay? When your internal wish list is represented in the world. So for example, you have like your ideal girl, how it looks like in your head. And you walk down the street and you see that girl. Your brain, unconscious process will connect, look, this is what we want. And it's gonna trigger the feeling, telling you, monkey, this is what we want. Go and get her.
I love it. I love it when you use the monkey term, like, monkey, you go there.
So, but then what usually guys do, they do opposite. They freeze. They get paralyzed instead of like going basic for the action. That's why when you act on your impulses on this, and that's kind of what it takes lots of learning, like, when you feel that attraction and you go there and you give the girl that feeling, it's really like, blown with the proper delivery and like being confident, dominant, and direct if possible. So you're speaking the attraction. You come to her and say, you know what? I don't know why, but I really like you. I feel something. Who are you? What's your name? And then she will feel that energy. And then she will get, and then the whole loop starts, but now we are going way too far. But that's kind of really what so attraction is an emotion that's triggered in your body once your internal wish list matches external world. But it's represented in the external world, but in the world outside. And really, basically everything starts with attraction. The conversation should start when you approach some window, you see some shoes, your purchase starts with attraction.
Yeah, I would like to add to it. I would like to add to what you were explaining with the wish list. Another definition, another term for attraction that most guys would know better. I mean, they would feel this term that they had this type of attraction more than the wish list type. And this is like the vibe attraction, I call it. Okay, so a woman will feel attracted to you when she feels better when she's next to you than when she's alone or with another guy or with her girls.
Yes.
All right, this is when she will feel attracted to you. The thing is that this is a vibe attraction. Now, normal attraction usually also have vibe attraction, because when a woman is with the perfect guy, then she will always feel better, all right? But what most guys are doing, they're making her feel better next to them without being that guy, so the girl likes them only in certain situations, in certain times when there's no other better option. And this is where most guys are. So their attraction is so fragile, it's so breakable that they only use the vibe check, to get the attraction and get whatever they can. That's why a lot of guys are not getting second dates, third dates, meeting again. Even if they slept with the girl, it doesn't continue because they can create momentarily attraction, vibe attraction, but not this solid attraction you are talking about.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at basically what society tells you, which is, definitely energy attraction is on the level, there, and I would say you need to be able to produce all of them. Basically, from my research, I came across 5 different levels or ways to create, or 5 different attractions that you can create, okay, that you can play with, you can call it levels or different ways. So let me explain, so if you ask society, mainstream media, school, TV, Instagram, okay, how do you attract girls? They always give you money, looks, and status, 6-pack, be rich, have a yacht, private jet, and girl will like you. Have lots of money, and girl will like you. And this is not, it's true. The problem with that attraction, it attracts certain type of the girls, more materialistic, more shallow, more girls who won't stay with you forever. These are the first ones to leave the ship once it starts sinking.
Yeah, unreliable
things
women.
Exactly. It's unloyal, so something goes wrong because there's always guy with more money, with bigger yacht, with
bigger dick,
with more stuff to offer. Exactly, so she's with better 6-pack, with better body, than you. So you are building attraction based on very fragile assets. So I really don't like that. And basically, if you look at this kind of pyramid, I think I'm going to show it here on the screen later. Pyramid of attraction, that's kind of the first thing, what's on the top.
Actually, I would like, because some of the people would listen to this on the podcast, I would like you guys who are listening to it and can take a paper and a pen and draw a triangle for the pyramid, so you can write down whatever we are explaining you now. Now then, the pyramid is normal or upside down?
It's normal pyramid.
Okay.
And on top.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. And on top is money, look, status.
Okay.
Okay. This is society bullshit. I would say second level, basically how society as well, what girls are telling you. How do you get a girl? Give me compliments, just lots of compliments. Tell her she's beautiful, she's this, that, so, and that works, but that's emotional manipulation. Okay. So what lots of guys. So our second layer is emotional manipulation through compliments, and it's approved by society. It's approved by feminists. It's approved by everybody, because they love it. Okay. So, but it's funny because it creates attraction, but not to you. She likes herself how you make her feel. Because you're oh, you are so sexy, you're so beautiful, or you're this, or you're so you lost weight, you look so amazing. She loves the way you are making her feel, and then she ends up in a bed with you because she wants more of it. So it's very interesting. But like she doesn't like you. She loves the feeling that you produce. She likes herself. Okay? So this is like, Don Juan-ish, old school approach. Be impressed by a woman and like, woman is the center of your universe. She's like super, she's the creature, the goddess.
What happens when you try to base your dating life, your success with women, on this type of attraction, on validation attraction? So this is how you get girls. What happens?
Yes, okay, that can work, but you are limiting yourself only on girls who seek for validation. And that's the problem. Like, each of these, each of the layers, layers of seduction will attract different types of girls. It's gonna not work like, for example, confident girls who are truly confident in herself, she's not going to be attracted to validation. She doesn't need, she knows she's beautiful, she knows she's hot, she's searching for other things. Okay? The girl who is insecure about herself, who needs validation, she's gonna be attracted to that. And that's as well the problem, because these girls are the usually ones that you see on like, on YouTube. They're like, oh, don't look at other girls. The man should never look at the other girls. If you date me, you are with me all the time. You give me compliments. Don't look around. They're gonna cause lots of, that insecurity. It's kind of big hole that you always need to kind of invest and put lots of effort into like making her that she stays with you in a relationship. Like, yes, you're beautiful, you cook amazing. It's non-stop validation.
And also, I think this type of girls, from my experience and from my coach's experience, they tend to cheat more, because like you can have even one day that you don't give enough attention and they're like looking outside.
Exactly. And then there is the next guy who comes, like he runs the same game, same spiel of things, and then he's in a bed with her. So like, it's not solid. It's not a solid. She doesn't like you as a person. She doesn't see you as the center of her universe. So that's the problem with this kind of, when you're just playing, compliments or, kind of this kind of emotional manipulation game. Next one on the list, basically layer number 3 or third way you can create attraction, which is very popular in a PUA community, in a kind of seduction community, are the seduction techniques. Push-pull, teasings, compliments.
Cocky and funny, DHV stories.
Yeah, cocky and funny, DHV stories, like, all of that will create attraction. Yes. Okay? But in lots of problems with this, this is great as well, but it creates this kind of energy. Oh yeah, I like him, but she doesn't know why she likes you. And then she ends up in a bed with you and she's like, wait, why I'm here with him? No, I don't know who is this guy. I'm not sure do I like him. It creates, this kind of problems and like, yes, exactly. And it creates, like, I'm not sure. On the very end, when you bring a girl back home, like, and of course this happens because of you didn't install in her mind, who the fuck are you? It's not attraction that she likes you. She likes the techniques that you used and feeling that you created again.
It's complete manipulation, actually. It's just using her emotions.
It is. I mean, it's another level of manipulation, okay? And it can work. I used to do this for many years. I moved on. I realized its pitfalls and the problems. Then there's one more guys that I found, and I'm sure you have seen them in clubs. The guys who have really good energy. They're not just clubs everywhere.
Before you move to this this part of the pyramid, I want to ask about the PUA, because first of all, I know that I don't know if the viewers know, but I know that you are the best, like in this community, like 2014, 2015, and like you are the master of everything, and you have made in the last few years have made a change from like. You even before you made the change, I know it because I know you internally, like for a whole decade. But like you made the change from doing this to doing it differently. And actually, I want to point out that you are the first guy to tell the whole community. The community was like based on this type of stuff, of like tricking people and everything. And you are the first guy that were introducing direct game, which means being honest, being an attractive guy, using dominance, your actual masculine traits in the conversation with women and create natural attraction, direct natural attraction. This is what you call it. And what I want to ask is like, how did you know? Because when everyone are telling like the only way, because this is what I'm talking about, guys, 30 years ago, okay, it's like a lot of time. A lot of the guys would be like, this is the only way to get girls. I mean, if you're not in the top of society, then you can only use these tricks. There is no other way. And you are like, no, there is another way. How did you know? How did you get there? This is an interesting for this point specifically.
Yeah, I mean, like it was lots of research, and it just didn't felt. I never clicked with that. Like, go there and tell stories, make her laugh, and try to get. It's kind of being a man. She needs a man. She wants a man. Give her the man. Give her the quality guy. That's all what she needs. She doesn't need a clown. She doesn't need like the guy who's gonna be teasing her and telling cracking jokes 2 a.m. in the morning. She needs a man. So, and I always felt, being a man, me, being dominant, leader, masculine man is what I should be giving. And basically I notice when I'm approaching, when I'm like talking with girls, when I'm presenting that guy, that guy, I would create massive attraction. They would like me. All ages, all sorts, all type of the girls. It's kind of unique thing what they're searching for. Just like what we are attracted to, to very feminine, beautiful, attractive women, they are attracted to masculine, leader type alpha guy. It's biology. It's one-on-one. We can be now playing with sexes and this and that, who is what, how it feels. But on the core essence of the DNA, that's what we are. It's plus and minus. Law of magnetism. Plus will always attract minus. Minus will attract plus. So I just felt that's kind of my mission to spread around the world. I felt the problem. I mean, it's kind of feels like what Elon Musk did with with electrification of the cars. Everybody's saying no, gasoline, gas, petrolheads, it's all about gas. And he's like, no, we can do it on electricity, And then it started a whole revolution around that, So yes, there is, and I believe that is a proper way to create attraction, or attracting girls based on techniques. You're not going to be able to keep them for a long time. It's kind of one-night stand game. If you're looking for a relationship, you're looking for something solid, she needs to like you as a person. Period.
I would add to this, even on the one-night stand game, because there are guys who are like, yeah, I just want to get a lot of girls. Even on the one-night stand game, once you are based on techniques, you are working 10 to 100 times harder than a guy who puts in natural attraction as well. Right? If you are trying to base it on techniques, everything, then you feel that to get this one-night stand, you had to be the chess mastermind, in the interaction. You always, everything she's doing, your mind is calculating, and you're all of the time thinking, and it just feels bad, unnatural to do this. All right, so this is Dan. Let me just repeat for the guys that are writing this down. So the top of the pyramid, like we told you, it's look, status, money. Okay. The second layer of the pyramid is validation game or validation attraction, and the third, the one that we spoke about now, guys, is POA/seduction techniques. All right, write this down. Have this on paper. We are continuing to the next level. Yes, Dan.
Yeah, next level is energy. Okay, when a girl likes you because of energy, and I'm sure we all been there. You just feel good. You feel good, and girl likes you. And then you're like, okay, how can I go back to that feeling and always feel good so everybody likes me? So that's kind of very hard. But lots of guys they drink alcohol, they try to dance, they're playing the game of let me feel good. Okay, and again, it's not long-term good strategy because shit happens in life every day. You crash your car, you do something, your tooth hurts, your leg hurts, you're not gonna feel good, so it's up and down. It's really not good level, good proper game to build your strategy for seducing women. Okay. It's like it's just attract, it's just energy. There are days you're gonna feel amazing. Yes, not all every day in a year you'll feel that amazing. It happens like 5-10 times in a year, 5-10 days in a year when you feel like I feel so fucking good. I want a million. Kind of. Yes, that feels, and then you go to a club, you go to bars, and girls like, yeah, because of that, but because she thinks you're like that all day long, and then tomorrow you're coming back to the normal state, you're gonna lose her. He's not that guy.
Yeah, actually, that's what creating for guys this thing of weaker periods. There are always periods where you are, when you can meet more women, you have more energy for that, you are more eligible to that, and periods that you are less. But for a lot of guys, it's like you said, 5-10 days in the whole year, they have the opportunity to meet, and the other days, it's not lower, it's nothing. They are like on nothing on the scale, they are like out of fuel. And this is like what happens when you try to base your success or your dating life on this. Also, something that's very important, you also can't build a relationship upon this, because she gets to know you on your best state, and this is what she liked, and this is what she signed up for, and when you come to the date, and you're like chilled and like a different guy, you don't feel as good, and she's like, I don't feel the same as I felt before. So it's not solid at all. Actually, everything we just showed you on the pyramid, it's just not solid. You can succeed with that. People do succeed with that, with women. People do build their dating life upon that. But this is not a way that's solid. It's like basing your income on winning the lottery. Even if you're very good at poker games. Even if you're very good at poker, there are a lot of other ways to lose there. And this is not how you base your income. So same thing here. You don't gamble your dating life. Now let's go for the last one, the big one.
For the kill. And this is where I moved. I think I went to the whole pyramid, besides maybe money and the looks, which I was never good at that department. Actually, because whole my upbringing, and I knew when I started going out, I cannot sell looks, I cannot sell money. So basically what I did, I started selling personality. Okay, I had a big accident, I was limping, I remember my first club experience was in wheelchairs. I understood, okay, I'm not gonna be able to compete guys with looks. What I can compete, and that's kind of where I did full focus, is personality, identity. So the bottom of the pyramid, the most solid way to create attraction is when a girl likes who you truly are and everything what you bring on a table in her life, with your personal traits. She likes you as a person. This attraction will never go away. Okay? And this is basically where I'm today, what I'm teaching today, when I'm coaching guys, that's kind of my bread and the butter. So the bottom of the pyramid is identity/personality. Attraction based on who the fuck you are. What do you represent in this world? There is a list of attractive qualities that you as a man should develop. Actually, that's what kind of thankful for whole Instagram, social media, and Hollywood is basically they created a standard in the last 10 years, what attractive man truly is. And pretty much all the girls are searching for that guy. So it's very clear what attractive man is when you remove the money look status, There's a list, there's a qualitative list, which we're going to cover in probably one of the next episodes. But shortly, confident, leader, dominant, successful, sense for humor, emotional, social intelligence, family values, mental stability, emotional and mental stability, takes care of himself, blah, blah, blah. There's a whole list of basically what you can provide, as a man. And once you give her that, and basically the whole point of my communication with girls, let's say I'm meeting a new girl. You approach a girl in a park, middle of a street. You have 10 minutes of conversation. The whole point of that conversation is show her that you are that guy. And you know what's gonna happen? She's like, fuck, I like this guy. I wanna see him again. So this is the core, the essence of communication, of seduction. Building that attraction. And of course, what you can do, what is possible, I mean, you should be able at all attraction, or the whole pyramid, not just one. Like, first you approach, first what she likes is your personality. Then she likes your energy, you go up. Then you use some techniques, like you make her laugh, you're funny, like, she likes that. Then you go some compliments, and then you buy her a drink or a dinner.
You create a build-up.
Exactly. You go from bottom to up, That's how you're building a house, You don't build first the roof. You first build foundation. Solid concrete foundation, ground, and then you build your floors up.
Actually, that's a very, very good point. I really love it, because let's go for the... let's go for the looks, money, status now. I'm not speaking right now about the looks, money, status, but I remember when I tried to use... Actually, looks, money, status, guys, is not just looks, money, and status. It's about external stuff that you have. It's not about what you are, it's about what you have that creates attraction, okay? So I remember trying to use like different stuff that I have, if it's a new car that I have, or if it's like, guitar, playing the guitar, just trying to use gimmicks or stuff like that to attract women. Now, the moment that I was putting, like, let's say I play guitar, I was putting I'm playing guitar up front to create attraction. I was talking to her. It always went like this, nothing worked. It didn't work at all. It was like, it was like showing your cards too early. It was killing it. There was nothing there. But what I noticed, once I was talking to girls and meeting them, and we were dating, and now they come to my house and they see guitar on the side of the bed, then they're like, oh wow, you play guitar. And then it creates attraction. So once I based like identity, conversation, energy, fun, everything, and then she understands that I have this, that's the moment that they go really crazy, all right? And that's the moment, by the way, that you can screen from this. When you go from the bottom of the pyramid to the top in the seduction process, you can screen out all of the girls that are, again, looking for validation, that are looking for money and stuff like that. You can screen all of the bad girls out, and you only have left the wifey material, or like the relationship girls, or the girls that you would love to have in your life. The girls that you want in your life, that you want them to be with you. And like that was a very good point. And that, like, when you put what you have last, like, then they're like, they love you. Yes, they love you. So thank you, Dan, for delivering all of this knowledge to the guys. It's amazing. I remember it's stuff that you used to give only in seminars, and not like this to the open world. And now, like, releasing all of this stuff out, it feels amazing. I feel amazing creating change in these guys that are listening and watching this video. So thank you for everything, and thank you guys for being here, for listening, for watching, for liking, for subscribing, for everything that you are doing. If you'd like to contact us, or on the other end, you would like to listen to the other stuff we have to say, because there is so much we need to talk about, okay? How do you actually create this attraction? How do you convey it properly? How the game works? How, like, a lot of stuff that you need to understand in order to build a solid dating life. And we're going to go through it step by step, through this podcast, through this channel, through everything that we're creating. So if you want to follow us and make sure that you are staying updated, you should go for our Instagram at the DatingMasterminds, ThatingMasterminds. I know it was super long, but you can just write it as you hear it, the Dating Masterminds. And we will be there to listen to you and upload new updates, new stuff and everything. Thanks for watching, thanks for coming. I was Mercy, this was Dan, the best of all, and have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye.